Happy Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. I am meteorologist Kenny, and thank you all so much for joining me. It is currently Thursday, January 7th, 2021. 2020 once again is finally over. Thank goodness we are now finally into 2021, and for some reason the first week of 2021 is almost finally over. I mean, it's amazing how fast time flies, and it's been a very rainy start to 2021. As you all know, we had one main system that was impacting us on New Year's Eve, and then obviously it ran all the way into New Year's Day very early in the morning, considering I'm guessing that most of you stayed up until midnight so that way we could make sure 2020 was over and we started 2021 off right. And we're still going to be watching one main system that will be affecting the Gulf Coast and eventually into the eastern seaboard tonight, and then we're going to be watching another system that will be coming in on Sunday that will be affecting the Midwestern plains and then eventually even the eastern coast as we get into the early parts of next week. So here's our current national Doppler radar. Here's our main system right here, which I'll show you what's going on in the atmosphere in just a second with our surface radar. But here's our one main system. It brought several inches of snow to the Midwestern plains and possibly even a severe threat to parts of southeastern Texas. I know that we've gotten some reports from the National Weather Center. I was watching the Weather Channel this morning, which I hope you all are watching it too. We had several different reports of live damage. I saw a video this morning, and I think right near Houston, Texas, very strong storms powering their way through. And I also saw a lot of damage to one house. I'm guessing that there was a tornado that came through. Obviously, all throughout our day today, the National Weather Service is going to be surveying all this and determining whether or not there was a tornado that came down last night. Here's our next system that we're going to be currently watching work their way into the southwestern plains. As I said earlier in this video, that will be taking place as we go into Sunday night and early Monday morning. But throughout the day today, all throughout the southern plains and the Gulf Coast, we'll be experiencing showers, and as this continues to the east, areas like Atlanta, Georgia, Birmingham, Alabama, and then even into the Carolinas, we'll be getting into that rain as we go into tomorrow. A better look here in the northeast. Our rain system is now cleared out, bringing all that precipitation all the way to the east. We're still seeing a very small snow shower in the central part of Massachusetts, but other than that, a beautiful and very chilly day for most parts of the Ohio River Valley, Mid-Atlantic, and the Northeast. And then a better look at our storm system back down here in the southeast. Memphis, Tennessee, a complete rainmaker for you. Maybe a little bit chilly, so I would definitely rather have 23 degrees and snowing than rather having 42 degrees and very chilly rain. Because even if you have coats on outside, if you're going to be in that very chilly rain, it's definitely not a good place that you want to be. As I said, all throughout the state of Alabama today, very heavy rain, possibly even some severe storms, especially with that squall line coming through, and that will eventually head towards the east as you work your way into tonight. And then a better look here at the Midwest. Still a few snow showers going on in Missouri, eastern parts of Kansas, eastern parts of Nebraska, western parts of Iowa, and then possibly a very small snow shower in the extreme southwestern part of Minnesota. But as we go throughout the rest of the day, these storms should really thaw out and leaving us with mostly cloudy skies. Basically anywhere in the southwestern plains, after this system has pulled away, we're going to be left with mostly cloudy skies. So here's our current service map and radar. As we just said, here's our main system. It powered through South Texas last night, bringing possibly even some severe weather, as I said, possibly some severe thunderstorms, and possibly even some severe tornadoes that touched down last night. As I just said, the National Weather Service will be out there today surveying everything to determine whether or not there was a tornado or not. Here's our big main system that will eventually work its way back down towards the southwestern plains as we get into the later parts of the weekend and early parts of next week. Here's the forecast for our afternoon today. As I said, the system will continue to work its way off to the east, bringing that basically that cold front and that squall line through parts of northwestern Florida, southeastern Georgia, southeastern Alabama, and then also the wintry weather on the backside of that working its way into northern Iowa and southern Missouri. Here's the forecast going into tomorrow morning. The system will continue to work its way towards the eastern coast and eventually impacting the Carolinas. And as you get into the higher Appalachians in western North Carolina, that's where we're going to be finding the snow. In parts of Asheville, North Carolina, Boone, North Carolina, especially in the mountains and the higher elevations, we could possibly be seeing up to around 5 to 8 inches of snow. So definitely a good-sized snowmaker for especially the mountains of North Carolina, even some parts in northern and northern Georgia and southern Carolina. You could also be seeing some snow. Obviously, you won't get into those higher accumulations unless you go really up into the higher elevation. This also includes parts of southern Virginia, extreme southern West Virginia, eastern Kentucky, and then obviously the middle and eastern parts of Tennessee. Here's the regional forecast for the whole entire day on Friday. As I said, we're still gonna be watching that next. We're still gonna be watching the next weather maker work its way into parts of the Northwest. A beautiful and chilly day. Parts of Southeast will be experiencing some cloud cover, but temperatures in the north remaining in the 30s and 40s, and as you work your way back down towards the south, will be in the 50s and 60s, and as you work your way back down towards the west, because of the next system, anywhere in the northeast, Boise, Idaho, right on that mixing line, temperature steady in the 40s. Portland, Washington, temperature around 50 degrees. Plenty of rain out there. Same for you in Seattle, Washington. Kansas City, mostly cloudy, high of 35, so still very, very chilly. Same for you in Chicago, New Orleans, Louisiana. Pretty nice day. Plenty of sunshine and clouds out there. Temperatures topping out in the low 50s, and then as you work your way back down towards the south in Texas, Corpus Christi topping out at 61. Now, as you work your way into the first day of the weekend, an absolutely gorgeous day for the whole entire eastern seaboard and center of the country, despite some parts of Colorado and the western plains because of the next system working through Salt Lake City. That'll be your rainy and snow day for you. Same for you in Denver, Colorado. Albuquerque, New Mexico, just to the north of you. So plenty of sunshine out there, topping out at 47. El Paso, Texas, topping out at 66. Kansas City still in that cloud cover, topping out at 34. Dallas, Texas, a mix of sunshine and clouds for you, topping out at 51. Corpus Christi's still some of that cloud cover for you, topping out at 62. And as you're going your way back towards the north, that's where we're going to be finding more of those colder temperatures. Very chilly in Minneapolis, topping out at 25. And then as you work your way back towards the north, places like New York City, Boston, Massachusetts, topping out in the low to mid 30s. And as you work your way into Sunday, that system really starts to take place in the southern plains, the whole state of Texas, especially in southwestern Texas. That's where we can possibly be seeing that severe threat. Plenty of storms out there for you in Corpus Christi, topping out at 64. Dallas, Texas, right on that conversion line of snow and rain, topping out at 40 degrees. So a very raw day out there for you. El Paso, Texas, plenty of sunshine out there, topping out in the low 50s. Kansas City still experiencing some of that cloud cover, topping out at 35. Still very chilly for you in Minneapolis at 27, and they're going to be watching another system work its way back into the northwest. So once again, system after system after system. Still plenty of sunshine for you on the eastern coast. Atlanta, Georgia, topping out at 50. Charlotte, North Carolina, 49. The D.C. metro area, 47. Nashville, Tennessee, 42. New Orleans, Louisiana, and as you work your way back up into the New England area, New York topping out at 40, and Boston, Massachusetts, topping out at 37. And then a quick look at your forecast for the early part of next week, starting out your week on Monday, January 11th. Plenty of messy weather out there for you, especially on the Gulf Coast and Southeast. Plenty of rain for you in Atlanta, New Orleans, Nashville, right on that borderline of rain and snow mix, topping out at 41. Charlotte, North Carolina, we can possibly get some wintry weather, especially in Charlotte, North Carolina. As soon as that cold air works its way into place, then we can possibly be seeing some of that wintry weather, but for the start, it'll be mostly a rain event, and then as you work your way back into the later part of the event, that's where you can possibly find your wintry weather. But once again, plenty of snow for you, especially in the northern Appalachians and the northern Carolina mountains, possibly around 5 to 8 inches of snow. So here's your 10-day forecast for the Grand Strand areas right along the coast. Tomorrow will be a rainy day, topping out at 51 and 80% chance of rain. Weekend forecast looks amazing, plenty of sunshine and clouds out there, topping out in the low 50s. Monday will be really, really nice. Then as we get into Tuesday, that'll be a rainy day, especially as you work your way into the early parts of next week. That's where we're going to be finding our next weather maker working its way into place. Temperatures topping out in the low 50s, and as you work your way into the later parts and eventually into next week, and that's where we'll be finding most of the clear skies. Temperatures topping out in the low to mid 50s, and as you head your way back towards the inland, some inland counties like Conway, South Carolina, and then eventually into Loris and other counties like that. As I said, tomorrow will be a rainy day, a little bit of a cool down, topping out at 45. Weekend looks absolutely perfect, topping out in the low 40s. And then as you work your way into the early part of next week, that next weather maker works its way into place, bringing us a 40 to 50% chance of rain on Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures still topping out in the low 50s. So that is all I have for you all today. Thank you all so much for watching. Once again, I cannot say this enough. Please be sure that you are checking into both my YouTube channel and my website at least 1 or 2 times a day. Most of you know that I have started posting daily announcements on my homepage, telling you if I'm going to be doing a video, what it's going to be about. And then also please be sure that you're checking in on my website, on my latest videos page, I posted a thing today saying that I was going to be recording this video and that it would be uploaded in between around maybe 11:45 and noonish, and that it'll be appearing in that blank space to the left. So whenever I get this video uploaded and into my website, it'll appear in that blank space to the left. I will probably be doing another video sometime this weekend, bring you all an updated forecast for the forecast for early parts of next week, and then the rest of the forecast for next week. So once again, please be sure that you are staying tuned to both my YouTube channel and my website for the latest updates for that. So once again, that is all I have for you all today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your week.